What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, Raider Nation? It is your boy Raiders underscore 1995, aka Byron, coming at you guys with a video this week. I know last week I started the Raider Nation vloggers shout outs, and I said I was going to end up doing that every week. I will, but not this week. Next week, I'll start doing it again, and I'll talk about the next person and how much they mean to me and everything like that. But I had to make this video. I want to talk about two things. One, how we're playing halfway through the season, and some crows that I'm going to eat, basically, of people I didn't think who were going to be as great. And basically, I'll talk about that in a minute. But first off, I want to say the first 8 games, we have won 4 games. We have been in 7 close games out of our 8 games. And we just look like a better overall team. You talk about Derek Carr looking like a top 5 quarterback. Latavius Murray leads the AFC in rushing yards and 6th overall in rushing yards. So out of the excuse me. So he's 6th overall. Mari Cooper just looking like a veteran receiver out there. Looks like Carr to Coop, ACDC, whatever you want to call him, is going to be a great combination the years to come. Michael Crabtree is playing like a beast. Our offensive line, we have one of the best offensive line, which I didn't even think was going to happen coming into this offseason, because LaMarcus Webb, a guy who was playing tackle, is now playing guard, and then Austin Howard is playing, which Menelik Watson was out for the season. So he stepped in back at right tackle, and our offensive line is playing outstanding. Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, Donald Penn are just making sure Carr doesn't even get touched. And I love this about our excuse me, and our offensive line. On the defensive side, you're talking about Charles Woodson, 39 years old, playing like he's 25. 5 interceptions on the season, 2 against Peyton Manning, 3 diving interceptions, a game-winning interception against the Cleveland Browns, and is just playing like defensive player of the year, in my opinion. Think halfway through the season, it looks like he might win defensive player of the year, but we'll see. And I'm just proud and happy that this is the Raider team that I wanted to see years ago. I'm talking years, talking 2006, 2007 and on. All the years that we have been just terrible and trash, and it's just been a long way, and it makes me happy that this team is turning upwards instead of keep furthering going down. You're talking about the season after season after blowout after blowout, coaches getting fired, quarterbacks aren't on the team, free agent bust, draft bust. Seeing that for years. And to finally see it all starting to come together is just, I'm going to be real with you, it makes me want to cry. There's times I've dreamed about this moment and thought it's not going to happen, and here it is. It's actually happening. So we're just halfway through the season. I love this team. And people are talking playoffs. People are actually talking about the Raiders positive. Say, oh, we're going to the playoffs. We're in the playoff picture. I mean, this is a way different team than last year. And I love the Raiders, man. And I can't believe that this is happening for the team I love. And it's about time. And hopefully further through the season, that keeps up or gets even better. But as of right now, it's looking really good for us. The other thing I want to talk about was I'm gonna come out right here and talk about 3 crows that I'm gonna eat right here, right now. And I'm gonna talk about 3 people and just give them praise and just basically say that I was wrong. You know, I'm not an analyst or anything, so I don't think all my picks or anything is correct. The first one I want to talk about is Michael Crabtree. I did not make a video when Michael Crabtree came to the team because I was dealing with my girl's medical issues at the time. But if I made a video, I would have said bust. Just here for money. Isn't going to make it. Probably won't even get 600 yards and is going to cause problems in the locker room. On my Instagram, I just put Michael Crabtree is a Raider now. I didn't put anything like no happy emojis or nothing because I was like, I don't want this dude here. He isn't going to contribute. I was more focused on Rod Streeter being the number 2 than Michael Crabtree being the number 2. I didn't care. I was thinking about Rod Streeter. I was like, fuck Michael Crabtree. He ain't going to do nothing for us. And that's how it's going to be. He didn't want to come here. He laughed in the draft room. He just came here for that check. That's what I thought. And he is proving me the fuck wrong and making me look stupid. Because Michael Crabtree is just... I'm glad we have Michael Crabtree for when times they double Amari and they're like, oh, you ain't getting Amari? It's like, well, you got to worry about Crabtree on the other side. Crabtree just looks like a better overall person now that he has a real quarterback. You're talking about a person who had Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick as his quarterbacks in San Francisco, and now he's over here with Derek Carr, and he's going to get 1,000 yards. He is. And I just want to eat my crow on that one and say, Michael Crabtree, I am sorry for putting that thought in my head and thinking that you were not going to be anything with us, and here it is. You just look so amazing, and I just want to say I am sorry for thinking that, and I'm glad you're proving me wrong about it. Another person I want to talk about, number 2, is the one they call Jack Del Rio. Now, when the coaching candidates came out, I didn't want Jack Del Rio. I didn't want nobody. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I wanted Tony Sparano to stay the coach. And it wasn't because I thought Tony was such a great coach or anything. It's because I was tired of seeing new coaches come into this building. You're talking to somebody who's seen Art Shell as the coach, Lane Kiffin as the coach, Dennis Allen as the coach, Hugh Jackson, Tom Cable, Bill Callahan, North Turner. It goes on. So every time I see a new coach come here, I'm done with it. I'm just like, whatever. You have to prove me wrong. I'm not going to get excited. And if you see my video about when Jack Del Rio got hired, I wasn't excited. I was just like, prove me wrong. Start winning some games and I'll get happy. And here it is. You are winning games and this team is competing at just a high level, and it looks like a respectable, legitimate team compared to our past teams in the past. So it wasn't like I did not like Jack Del Rio. I just didn't want another head coach to come in here, say the same thing. Oh, we're gonna get these corrected, do this, and that, and then be fired the next year or be there for 2 years and then not even be here the next 3 seasons. And I saw that in my head. So I gotta say I was wrong. And Jack Del Rio, you proving me wrong, making me look stupid. And I'm glad you're our coach. And I'm glad nobody else is coaching this team but Jack Del Rio. And I believe that Jack Del Rio will lead us to the promised land and will take us to the playoffs. Now, when Jack Del Rio first came here, would I say that? No. But I'm saying it now because I believe that much in Jack Del Rio, and I'm glad and honored that this guy is coaching the Oakland Raiders in 2015. Another one, and the last one, I'm going to be real straight up with y'all. I'm not going to hop on the bandwagon and say, oh, I've always believed in this guy. I've never had any doubts about this guy or anything like that. I'm going to put it out there. Who was number 3? Was Derek Carr. I'm not going to lie to you. When we first drafted Derek Carr, was I excited? Not really. I didn't know much about him. I was just like, oh, wow, another quarterback coming in. This is a person that's seen just countless quarterbacks come here. Jamarcus Russell, Aaron Brooks, Matt McGloin, Terrell Pryor, Carson Palmer, Jason Campbell, Dante Culpepper. I mean, like, Kyle Bowler. I mean, it was just like I just didn't like quarterbacks because I knew they weren't going to be there. When I heard a new quarterback was going to be on the team, I was just like, this again. And it happened like that almost every year. Terrell Pryor got in, I was like, all right, we'll see what you got. When Matt McGloin came in, I was like, let's see what you got. And it's always been like that. I've never had anything against Carr. It wasn't that I saw him in the draft. I was like, no, get this dude out of here. I don't think he's got it. It has never been like that. It is because just seeing so many quarterbacks come here is just, when I see a new quarterback come, it's just like, are you even going to be here 2 years from now type of thing. And when the Raiders were on the clock, I wanted to get Marquise Lee, the wide receiver out of USC. And I'm so glad we don't, because that dude has 3 catches for the season. The wide receiver out of USC, I wanted him in the second round instead of Derek Carr. And here it is, Derek Carr is looking like a top 5 quarterback. You're talking about last year when there was no weapons on this team. None. They still put up 3,000 yards. Threw for over 20 touchdowns. Had more touchdowns than picks. And I just got to say, I give you the utmost respect, Derek Carr. You are the franchise quarterback of this team. I see it now. I apologize that I didn't see it then. And I'm just glad you're on our football team. It's hard to find a franchise quarterback. And it feels so great that we found one now. And I will say, Derek Carr, I apologize for not thinking that you were going to be this type of dude. If you would have told me Derek Carr in his second year was going to look like a top 5 quarterback, I would have been like, what shit are you smoking on? Not to think that that I didn't think he was going to be great. It was just, I thought he was going to have some, sophomore slump type season, or he was going to be okay, but not as great as he is now. And here it is. That motherfucker can play. Derek Carr is just one hell of a quarterback. And I'm glad years to come we have a quarterback like this. And I will eat my crow. Because when you first came here, Derek Carr, did I think you were going to play like this? No. I thought you were going to be an okay type quarterback. And I'm not going to be one of those people that were like, oh, bench Carr. I was never with that. Even though with all the situations with the quarterbacks, I was never that guy to go like, put in McGloin, get another quarterback, trade, or whatever. That wasn't me. I believed in. Sorry about that, y'all. But anyways, as I was saying, it was never that I didn't think Derek Carr would be a good quarterback. It was just seeing all these quarterbacks come and come and come and come. It's just that thought gets in my head like, who is this guy and is he going to be with the Raiders long? And he has proven that and looks like he'll be here for a long time. And I just want to say, Derek Carr, you are the quarterback of this team. I believe in you. The whole Raider Nation believes in you. And I'm just glad we have a guy like this playing like a top 5 quarterback on our squad. All right, Raider Nation, that's all I got to say. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. Donate to my girl's cause if you can. The link will be in the description. Share it. Donate whatever you can. And if there's any players that came to this team that you weren't so, sure about that's playing really good, I would like to see it in the comment section. If you didn't think Latavius Murray would be good at all. I don't know what's going on with my camera, so I'm just going to end it here. Just like, comment, subscribe. Any comments of players that you didn't think were going to be as great or anything, whether it be this season or seasons back, please comment down and let me know below. Anyways, love y'all, Raider Nation. I'll try to get at y'all on Sunday. And go Raiders, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, and I'm out.